Hello, hello. Ooh, moving and grooving everything already. Hello, 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 hello. Oh my, I'm about to sneeze. I sneezed so hard a minute ago, I almost completely lost my balance. And if you know me, you know why. You know, I'm going through lots of things. I have. Well, let's just say I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, what I started saying, and maybe I said that twice, but because I'm still about to sneeze. I am going through breast cancer treatments, and I also need a hip replacement, so I don't exactly walk fast, which, that's kind of one of those things. And the math I'm trying to do, I want to make a heart, and I want the heart, I'm going to do it kind of backwards from what I would be doing. Okay. I have breast cancer. I had my chemo, surgery, radiation, and now I'm on maintenance infusions. So when they did my surgery, it came back clear and good. She worked a long time on my surgery to get it. It was a lumpectomy. Oops, I'm just making this wider and worse. So, I'm thankful for where I'm at, but I'm tired, and I'm ready to finish up the rest of my treatments. I had an infusion today, and so I'm a wee bit cranky, as they might say. So I'm just okay. So far, this is not going where I wanted to go. I probably did the rose bigger than I should have, but we'll adjust. And I don't even have any green on here. Not the green I want. La la la. I had told myself I wanted to do something really quickly because I'm very emotional today. And so, when I'm very emotional, I should do something very simple that I know what I'm going to get ready to do. This was not what I was getting ready to do. So, there you go. I was getting ready to do a heart, and I was getting ready to fill the heart. Flowers was not exactly what I was going to fill the heart with, but here we are. And it's, I'm all over the map today, so this is one of those things that, before I sat down, I prayed that God would just fill my heart with what I needed to put on here, to just bring peace for my moments, because I am just having a rough day. So when I sat down, I hadn't put any burgundy kind of red. I'm laughing because I'm like, is that what it was? But it was over here. It fell. I hadn't put that on the canvas, or my palette to be able to use. And so when it was sitting there, I was like, okay, well, there you go. then I shall be using it. So we're just going to go with what we have and keep going and fill in the moments as we go along. Irony, maybe, is that roses were one of the reasons I never wanted to paint, because I don't paint realistic. I mean, I paint, I enjoy it, I love it, I want to share it. I'm thankful for being able to share our paintings and talk and share our story. But I don't paint realistic looking paintings. It's just, it's not in my wheelhouse. It's not something that I didn't ever learn to paint, because, like, I judged myself extremely harshly about not doing crafts that, were not perfect. And even though none of my crafts, none of my things are perfect, painting was one of those things that I didn't want to do, because I wanted to have perfect roses. Roses that looked like the thorns and the stone, the leaves and the just the stems, the whole thing. That's what I wanted. Excuse me. Is that sneeze? But I paint my roses, and I paint them. Maybe they're more of a, I names of flowers. They escape me. So, and my mom has like such the green, amazing thumb, and I truly don't. But had I not started painting, my friend encouraged me to paint with Owen, because she said that it would help him with his fine motor skills, and she knew I could do it, and so years and years and years of me not painting, I now paint every day with Owen every few days. It just depends on what's happening, and he likes to do other activities, other art things, like paint, or not paint, I just said. He likes to cut paper with scissors, he always says. So he wants to cut that, and I'm working on some mosaic thoughts with him on that. So hopefully we can work through some of those once he gets a little bit more skill down on how to do it. And so he doesn't paint, like I said, he doesn't paint every day, but just painting with him, is such a joy for me, because it's truly kind of one of those things that it's started out to help him, but in so many ways it's helped me. And so just being able to do this and say my words, my emotions, and share, it is exactly what I needed. And I thank her all the time for telling me, paint, no paint. So this was not, like I said, what I was thinking I was going to do tonight, but like I said, I prayed, and I told God to give me exactly what I needed. And when I talk to him about things I need, it's not necessarily for my own heart, even though I'm the one making this. Ooh, I just flung paint all over me. This is why I wear, and I keep tucking my shirt, my things under. I need to stop wearing this one. It has flared little sleeves. But this is why I wear the same clothes. If you see my shoulders always being one color or another for, days on end, I wear this because I fling paint on myself, and it's just easier to have, just a few outfits that are paint filled, because most of our clothes are. So, anyways, but painting for me doesn't necessarily always mean painting for me, but it's painting for me to get my emotions in the moment and in the heart of what I want and what I need. And so this painting isn't necessarily for me, but at some point it's going to touch somebody's heart, hopefully when they need it most. And that's what matters about this. So, anyways, I've been very emotional. It almost happened again, folks. I put way too much paint on my brush. We all know this if you've watched any of them. I gotta stop doing that, but that's how I paint. So O for Owen, since he helps me with the backgrounds, and then L and B. So there we go. All right. Thanks so much for watching and hearing me ramble and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.